Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Here's the track, and it's all changed for 2023 with 4 corners removed between turns 16 and 19. It means the lap length is now just over 3 miles, and that might come as a welcome relief to the drivers, and more especially their brakes. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Jackson, Zhou, Ocon, Stroll, Mayer, De Vries, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Gasly, Bottas, Sargent, Hülkenberg, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Well, it's a beautiful night here at the Marina Bay Circuit, and as ever, a really enthralling Singapore Grand Prix ahead of us.
That's right, Crofty, and while there's not many surprises at the top of the standings right now, there's a lot to watch out for further down the pack.
One driver I'll be definitely keeping my eye on is Connor Sports' Aiden Jackson. He's been less than consistent so far this season.
Aiden, you know what you're doing here. Let's lock in and give it everything. Show us what you got. Give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake. Aiden, you know what you're doing here. OK, you've got P3, P3, well done. That's Russell just ahead, push for the position. OK, Sainz is behind you. OK, gap to leader, 3.7 seconds. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. All right, 16 laps to go. P3, you're currently in P3. OK, Russell's ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. OK, Sainz is behind you. Our gap behind is 2.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place is 1.5 seconds. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. You're leading the pack, that's P1. That's Hamilton behind. They're on fresh mediums. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Gap to your teammate behind is 20.2 seconds. You only have to stop once now, one stop left. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, one stop to go, just one stop left in this strategy. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, we're boxing for this lap. Give us the best of lap you can. Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, the gap behind is 32.5 seconds. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop. go, now, come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. You only have to stop once now, one stop left. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. You're in first position, front of the pack. Okay, Russell's behind you now, and the gap behind us is 5.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps, and that's 8 laps to go. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Okay, Callie's in the pits. Callie's in the pits now. The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out. Pack, that's P1. Hamilton behind you now. We're leaving the car behind by 36.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs, and your pit window opens in 2 laps time. Okay, 7 laps to go. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. 1 stop left in this strategy. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Hamilton, front of the pack. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind, 38.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Final lap, final lap. Push, push. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. So weather shouldn't play a factor today. We're expecting it to remain dry all the way through. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Results are in, there we have it. What a race that was.
The sheer grit and determination shown by some of the drivers out there today, Crofty, was nothing short of incredible.
Elbows out, especially from Aidan Jackson. Loved his race today, and he finally delivered the sort of performance that we know that he's capable of. So whatever they're saying to him over at Connor Sport, he seems to be listening to. A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Now, Aidan, you have had your ups and downs this season, but tell me, on the whole, are you pleased with your overall performance?
Yeah, I'm really happy with what we've achieved. You know, F1 gets more and more competitive every single day, so I've really given it all this season, and, you know, today I've been able to show a little bit more of what we're capable of.
Okay, I'm going to be cheeky, go straight for the jugular. If you had to choose a teammate between Callie and Devon, who would it be?
I guess I'd have to choose Callie. We've had our differences, but I'd take her over Devon any day. Plus, she's clearly the better driver.
Now, Aiden, you have recently hinted that you're not entirely happy at Connor Sport. Tell me, is it true?
I think of Connor Sport in the same way I would my family. There are a lot of personalities to manage, but we're a tight-knit group in this team. We might not always see eye to eye, but in the end, we all want the same thing.
There's been wild speculation on whether or not Connor Sport can even be on the grid next season, so can you tell us more?
People were quick to judge the investors, but I think they care about this team and they want it to do well. I can't imagine anyone pulling out investment at this stage.
Thank you so much for your time.
Come on, I just want to chat, Cal.
Why? Because he told you to?
Stop making this about him. Just talk to me.
We raced in a lot of the same races growing up, and one of us would always have a better race than the other. So in the car on the way home, one of us would be happy and the other would be completely miserable. There was no middle ground. It was like it was impossible for us both to be happy at the same time. And it's kind of been the same ever since.
Look, it's my job to talk to the drivers, Callie.
Yeah. And who gave you that job?
Why are you being like this? It's not even me you're angry with.
Maybe it is.
Oh, really? This again? We were kids, Callie.
You left me behind.
Come on, what was I supposed to say? Oh, thanks, Dad, for continuing to invest in my career, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline, just in case I hurt poor Callie's feelings.
Of course not.
And what?
It didn't have to be a choice, Dev. He had the money to fund both of our careers. I wanted you to fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
Well, we were young.
Yeah. But we're adults now.
Yeah. Well, if it's any consolation, I'm not much competition anymore.
You never were.
I'm sorry, Callie. For everything. You were always faster than me. There, I said it.
Nice try.
I mean it.
And did you mean it?
Of course not! Faster than me? No. She was never faster than me. She'd love that. No. But if there's one thing my old man taught me, it's that sometimes people need to hear what they need to hear. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why are you doing this? I saw him in the paddock. This would have been Sao Paulo. And I finally spoke to him. I just wanted to know why.
Something's come up. I'll call you back. Callie, so I'm allowed to talk to you now.
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Why are you being so hard-line about this?
For this to be a worthwhile investment, Connor Sport Racing must be successful. It's just business.
It's not, though, is it?
Excuse me?
Well, why am I in the team if it's just business? Why was Devon? You can't keep involving your family in this and then hiding behind it's just business.
This is one of the biggest investments I have ever made. I must take care of the business. Come on. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Devon. Obviously. I'm not interested in any of it.
These matters are complex, Callie. But they all benefit the business. They all benefit the family. And ultimately, they all benefit you.
You said this the last time you tried to stop me racing. I didn't buy it at 12, and I certainly don't buy it now. I don't understand what goes on in that head of yours. You threatened to end my F1 career, and then you claim it's for my benefit.
Have you any idea how much money I have plowed into the team?
Yeah, that's the thing with you. Money. Nothing changes.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
No, Dad. I wouldn't expect you to.
You need to be more realistic, that's all. Not everyone survives in F1. You know that.
5th in the standings.
5th.
5th.
Safety car's in this lap. Repeat, the safety car is in this lap. That means it's our chance to shine. Come on, you can do this. Let's go.
No pressure then.
Okay, clear. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.1 seconds. Just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind is 42.1 seconds.
Well, what a fantastic race that was. Absolutely loved it. But Natalie, do you think we see Connor Sport next season? Rumours say maybe not.
I hope so. I feel like they deserve it. They've been box office for me. They've taken chances, they've been bold in all their moves, and ultimately, that's great for us and for the fans.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more, but there's not much of the season left, and they'll be hoping they can carry this form into the final stages. Time will tell. The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Wow, Callie, a really strong performance out there today. Just tell me, though, how big a role did the safety car play?
I just think it's never about the safety car, not really. Every race has its opportunities, whatever form they take. It always comes back to the driver and whether they can make the most of a situation.
Callie, your first F1 season is nearing an end. It must feel like a long road, but clearly you've put a lot into it. And is there anyone else that's been particularly influential this season?
Actually, I've been working pretty hard just to get one over on my teammate. We've had our differences, but I think Aiden has kept me sharp, kept me hungry, and we may not be the best of friends, but I think we've really pushed each other this season, and that's made all the difference.
And tell me, I'm not sure I could do it, but how has it been working so very closely with your family?
I treat those relationships as purely professional. Outside of races, that's another matter, but at race weekend, these are people I have to work with to do my job. They may also happen to be family, but that's not something I pay much attention to.
There are rumours circulating that Connor Sport may not be around next season. Can you comment?
I'm not going to fuel any speculation on that. I'm just going to drive the car and see what happens.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Okay, so we are running two quite different setups out there today. And you don't need me to tell you how it... You don't need me to tell you how it... Davidoff, that's enough.
I'm sorry?
Get out.
What on earth are you talking about?
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
You can't be serious.
This is not your team. And after today, it might not even exist. So get out and let those of us who actually care about the result do our jobs.
We'll talk about this later, Ackerman.
You can threaten me after the race.
So be it. You coming, Devon?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually stay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
Well, that's up to you.
Okay, listen. You all know what's at stake. If we race as individuals today, the team dies. The only way we can survive this, the only way that any of us are coming back next season, is together. We all understand this? No. Aiden, Callie, look at me. You look at me. We understand this, yes? If you put yourself ahead of the team today, there's no more team.
Callie, we got this.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry if I was ever...
Wow.
What?
Are you apologizing?
Yeah.
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
All right. Deal.
Chin up.
You know, before a race begins, anything is possible. Anything. On the one hand, you have the true icons of the sport, certain drivers, certain teams who set the pace, who you expect to do well. On the other hand, you have the underdogs. And we are always there, always pushing for another place, another point, looking for the smallest opportunity, the tiniest mistake we can punish. And in that moment, just before lights out, it's like the world holds its breath. You know? Everybody just waits. The air is heavy, you know? And I knew whatever happened, Connosport had made its mark on the history of the sport. And I was at peace with that.
So you weren't nervous?
Are you kidding?
So we know how it stands right now. But just how different might it be when the checkered flag waves here in Abu Dhabi? And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, Aiden, let's see if we can start moving through the field. It's time to push. Come on, you got this. Copy that. Okay, car behind trailing us, 3.3 seconds. Okay, you're in the top 10. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.3 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Down the main straight we go. Here goes Jackson again, moving up the field. What a great race for him.
Yeah, it really is so far, Croft. I mean, it's a circuit he really enjoys. Remember the race in 2021 that he put together there? It was fantastic stuff back then.
Who could forget it? Connosport need a performance just like that today. Mayer's doing okay. Jackson really delivering.
Great stuff, Aiden. Come on, I think we can get one more place here. Push, push.
Something's not right.
Assessing. Stand by.
I'm losing speed.
Heading down the back straight now. He's in a great spot, but hang on, he's slowing. He's slowing. Something is very, very wrong.
Yeah, I think he's got a problem here, Crofty. I wonder what it is. Could it be engine related?
Look, they're throwing their hands in the air on the pit wall, and he's out.
And yeah, that's the engine gone.
2023 is over for Aiden Jackson. It's a dramatic exit, and it wasn't what he was hoping for.
Something happened up there?
Yeah, engine failure, I'm afraid. Aiden is race. Did you get that?
Aiden's out. I heard.
What?
Let me speak to them.
Why?
Just give me the headset.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
That's what concerns me.
Yeah, we've had a chat. We think it's best if you don't push the car too hard.
What? Why?
Look, you're way back, Cal, okay? We don't want to blow your engine too, so just cruise it in and finish the race.
It's got to be realistic here. Copy.
Sorry, is this a team order?
No, Casper agrees. It's just not going to make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
Is everything all right?
Fine. I'll see you all at the finish line.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds. Second place, you're in second place. It's Verstappen ahead, and gap to the car in front is 3.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Leclerc is behind you. They're on old mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. You're leading the pack, that's P1. and Verstappen's behind. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 1.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, 7 laps to go. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. You're leading the pack. That's P1. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 11.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Pack, that's P1, and Verstappen's behind. Our gap behind is 15.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 4 laps remaining. fuel remaining. Leading the pack, that's P1. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, the gap behind is 29.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
That is some race from Callie Mayer.
What an incredible performance by her today. Connor Sport, sure, will be very delighted with that one.
And if you believe the rumours, Anne, this is a team whose future has been in doubt. Surely, though, they've done enough to return next season. I think they've been wonderful to watch.
It was amazing. I'm not sure I've ever seen a race like that. I was wrong about Callie.
And how did you feel about the engine failure?
There's no such thing as the perfect car. The one that failed us was the same one that got us here in the first place. So, you've just got to drive the car you're in.
Everyone's an individual, which means that everyone is motivated a little differently. Take Devon as an example. He always responds well to having his ego brushed, to being told that he's the best. His greatest fear is failure, so it gives him further to fall, keeps him hungry. Callie, on the other hand, has an innate drive to prove people wrong. If someone tells her something's not possible, she'll do everything in her power to achieve it. A sort of stubborn determination that can be harnessed. And then there's Aiden. I mean, when he started in F1, people thought he was a nice guy, but he was incredibly ambitious. It's just what makes Aiden tick. Which is why I may have started a rumour or two about interest from other teams during his time at Connor Sport. To stoke that ambition. Keep his eyes on the horizon.
A lot of people might see that as manipulative, wouldn't you agree?
Well, of course. Motivation is manipulation. It's the same thing.
Is it?
Look, the end justifies the means. After all, it's just business.
Looking forward to next season?
Just let me at it.
Will you stay next season?
I've told Casper I'll stay if he does.
Do you still have a job after your run-in with Davidoff?
Well, we'll see.
We did it! We secured the funding! What a team!
And that's all that matters.
Right now, yes, that's all that matters.
Okay, so, we done? Yeah? Cool.